Rio Ferdinand says Juan Sebastian Veron's biggest problem at Manchester United was Roy Keane. Rio Ferdinand believes Juan Sebastian Veron failed at Manchester United because Roy Keane played too similarly to the Argentine. Veron became the most expensive transfer in British football when he joined United from Lazio in a £28.1 million deal in 2001. But the midfielder struggled to make an impact for United and was sold to Chelsea after just 2 seasons for just £15 million. Ferdinand, however, is adamant that Veron's talent often shone through in training, but during matches, the Argentine was overshadowed by Keane. "One of the best players I've ever played with," Ferdinand told Vibe with 5. "He's one of a handful of players I've seen who makes the whole training ground stop and say, 'Did you see that?' I think Roy Keane was his biggest problem, and I think he'd tell you that. In all the teams Veron played in, he was the go-to guy. He'd get the ball off the defenders, he'd be joining the defenders with the attack, he'd be knitting everything together. He comes to Man United, as he's going to get the ball off the back four. Roy Keane is already there screaming. And if Roy Keane ain't in the right position and Seba is, Roy Keane has got the loudest voice." What Antonio Conte told friends about the Man United job before accepting Spurs' offer, why Antonio Conte changed his mind over managing Tottenham after summer snub. Antonio Conte tells Tottenham he wants £60 million striker as his first signing. When you're on a pitch and there's a crowd, sometimes you don't look who you're playing to, you play where you hear sometimes. So all of a sudden you hear that from Roy Keane and straight away you go there. Sometimes you play like that, especially if you're under a bit of pressure, depends on the players, but a lot of players play like they play to what they hear. So Seba sometimes wasn't getting the ball in the areas where he normally would, so it wasn't as normal for him in the Man United team. That's the only reason he failed, it wasn't based on ability. Because, listen, if it was on ability, and I'm putting the ball on a sixpence for a player, he did some mad things. In a friendly in America for Ruud van Nistelrooy, he scored against Juventus in the New York Giants stadium. Ruud scored some mad volley, but the pass from Seba was nuts.